In this video, we are going to find the surface area and volume of the composite figure. The composite figure contains a cylinder and a hemisphere, that the hemisphere upside down into a cylinder. So we need 4 rules to find the areas and volumes. Surface area of a hemisphere, surface area of a cylinder, volumes of a hemisphere, and volumes of a cylinder. So first we are going to find the surface areas. Surface areas of a hemisphere equals 2 pi r to the power 2. For the hemisphere, what is our radius? Our radius is 3. So just substitute it. 2 pi and 3 to the power 2. So now we can solve by a calculator. 3 to the power 2 is 9, multiplied by 2 is 18 pi. 18 pi centimeter to the power 2. This is how we found the area of a hemisphere individually. So we have to find the surface area of a cylinder. Before that one, I want to tell you something about a cylinder. We have this kind of cylinder. The rule of a cylinder is 2 pi RH plus 2 pi r square. This is the rule of a cylinder like that. We have two circles, so we have 2 pi r square. But in here, one circle is missing because we have a hemisphere that upside down this circle for the hemisphere. So we have just one circle for a cylinder, so we can just erase 2, it will be 1. So our rule will be 2 pi RH plus pi r square. Now just rewrite the rule of a cylinder, which is S equal S of cylinder, SY, it means a cylinder, so 2 pi RH plus pi r to the power 2. So now we can just substitute the radius, and this is h. 5 centimeter is our height, our h. So 2 pi for a radius, let's use a different color. Our radius is 3 and multiply by h, which is 5, and plus we have pi as itself, and we have r square, which is 3 to the power 2. Now by a calculator we can solve them. By a calculator, 3 multiplied by 5 is 15, and multiplied by 2 it will be 13 pi, plus 3 to the power 2 is 9 pi. So we can solve for pi equals 2. 13 pi plus 9 pi is 39 pi. This is how we find the surface area of a cylinder. But the question says find the surface area of a composite figure. So we have to add the surface areas together. So S equals the surface area of a hemisphere and the surface area of a cylinder. This is centimeter to the power 2. So we can just add them. 18 pi plus 39 pi equals 57 pi centimeter to the power 2. This is how we find the surface area for the composite figure. So our composite figure, we have 57 pi centimeters square. Let's move on to find the volume of the composite figure. First, we have to find the volume of a hemisphere, then volume of a cylinder. Rewrite the rule of hemisphere. V equals hemisphere. Our rule is 2 over 3 pi r to the power 3. We have 2 over 3 as itself, pi as itself. For a radius, we have 3. Our radius is 3. 3 to the power 3. and by a calculator we can solve them, which is equals to 18 pi centimeter to the power 3. So this is how we find the volume of a hemisphere. Let's find the volume of a cylinder. V of cylinder, SY, it means cylinder, and pi r to the power 2h. Now we have radius, just substitute, and we have h and then substitute it. Pi, for a radius we have 3 to the power 2, for h we have 5, and then we can multiply by a calculator, or you can use just mental math. 3 to the power 2 is 9, multiplied by 5 is 45 pi centimeter to the power 3. Now we are going to subtract the volumes. Why? Because our hemisphere is upside down into a cylinder, so we have to subtract them. So volume of a composite figure, we have 18 pi minus 45 pi equals to 27 pi centimeter cube. This is how we find the volumes and surface areas of the composite figure. Nicely done.